Camsagi fans, assemble, because I have an agenda to push today, alright? I have something to say to you all. First and foremost, I would like you to define what a cam actually is. And no, don't give me the dictionary definition. I want you to tell me with full chest what on God's green earth you actually think a cam does. Because I bet you don't understand what a cam is. Yeah, I've gone this far. Yeah, I've decided to go to okay, this isn't football, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I've decided to turn into a football fan. I've decided to turn into a 2008 born recent Liverpool fan that's all about the stats, that cares that thinks Cody Gakpo is shit. Look here, Camsagi fans. Behind me, I've got all the nice little things that the but that some of the best ideas, well, not ideas, but perceptions of cams in football are Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, Martin Odegaard. Okay, now when I say best, Odegaard's obviously had a bad year, which is why I put in his 24-25 year. I couldn't get his 23-25 year, 23-24 year. That was much better. And I put in Jamal Musiala. Obviously, his 23 year was better, and he got injured towards the end of this, but yeah. You see all these things here? These are the main things that define a cam. This is not even scratching the surface. Being a footballer, and being a certain position in football is so multifaceted, and you need to have such a depth of different skills within it. Which is why I can never understand why Camsagi fans call him a cam when they don't even know the basic attributes of what a cam is. Oh, Isagi makes one or two good passes, gives a few assists, and all of a sudden he's a cam. Now, this is not a salty Isagi fan. I am very much aware, and I've made my opinion vocal multiple times, that I can't see how Isagi kind of makes that shift as a what's called pivotal front and center striker, right? I've said that. That being said, that don't mean you're not going to throw Joshua Zirkzee into cam just because, oh, well, he's not really doing it up top, so yeah, let's throw him in the 10. You know, it doesn't work that way. You got to be creative. The main thing that people say Isagi is a cam for is his adaptability, right? Because his adaptability kind of indirectly or directly feeds his creativity. Yeah, right. That will obviously improve his forward passing and all that kind of stuff. Like if Isagi had a metric like this, he would probably have possession one is only high when he really enters his little float state things, right? Isagi realistically isn't winning his duels, right? Progressive carries, that boy can't really dribble like that. Isagi can dribble, right? You're not gonna dribble against Loki or one of them, man. You're not gonna pull a Bachira or a Rin and start dribbling. You're not gonna put a Borrow. So his dribble numbers won't be up at cam. Forward passes, when he does his little one touch with Rin, when he carries the ball forward with Hiyori, yeah, I can agree with that, right? Key passes, sure. Progressive passes, but Isagi's passing is generally all right. Look back at the stats. Look, I don't want to be a stat annoying individual, but it's not making sense. All the essential bits of being a cam, Isagi doesn't really have. His forward passing, forward passing, crossing, progressive carries, ball retention. There's so much more that goes into being a cam than just some good distribution, a bit of man marking, and creating plays. The main pivotal job of like your marquee 10 obviously would be chance creation and all that kind of stuff. And Isagi does do that, right? But anyone, Karasu's doing it from DM. Anyone can make chances, bro. Have you seen Van Dijk play? John Stones, bro. It's actually jarring. This whole narrative makes no sense. Everyone on Blue Lock is meant to be aiming to be a striker. Obviously, we can't really talk about Ariu, the defenders, but you're still meant to strive for your own goal, regardless of where you are on the pitch. Obviously, Isagi has troubles when doing it right now as a central striker, right? He can't do it on his ones. That doesn't mean yes, his weapon and all that kind of stuff is more suited to him being a midfielder, but he won't be that good at that. He just won't. He'll find himself in a similar situation because imagine him going up against Charles and Hugo. It's not a good day for him either way. He's gonna pull a Rayo. And you telling me that like what Isagi would be better than Rayo in the midfield? I refuse to accept that. Like Isagi can only do the stuff he does because he doesn't need to do the physically tasking work. Like you man on deep in what? Like yeah, Cam is a central attacking midfielder. But do you know how much work Bruno puts in? Bruno presses, and I know like people love to push the agenda that oh yeah, Bruno is a passenger sometimes. Nah, Bruno's been playing at 6 as well. Like let's keep it real. You all need to put some risk. I'm not even a United fan. I'm a Bruno fan. I've been loving Bruno since he was at Sporting. I was using him on career mode when he was at Sampdoria. That's why I glaze Bruno so much because I have so much respect for him, right? Even KDB, the passes that you need to pull off as a cam, Isagi can't do. Isagi has his meta vision and his adaptability and his creativity, but even his creativity isn't on the level of someone like Charles. So what are we really talking about here? What are we doing here? The whole cam thing, and I know someone's gonna say, oh, well, it's all about reading comprehension, and you just don't understand. Shut up. Shut up. Do you know why? Because the numbers don't lie, okay? The numbers don't lie. And I hate that I've had to turn, like, I'm not even trying to defend Isagi. I'm saying, like, if anything, I'm insulting Isagi more, saying he's unsuitable to both positions and calling him a 9.5, which is, to be very honest, a big insult, because that just means that you're a passenger that can't really do much. But unfortunately, that's the reality I find myself with my favorite character right now. So life kind of sucks.